Guys, this is beautiful and no one's even talking about it. That's crazy. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. One of you recommended this video idea. I had no idea that Conrad Beauty came out with a foundation. Now, this is really exciting. I did a whole entire Conrad Beauty review, multiple reviews, and I talked about her makeup, her skincare, her body care, best and worst products. If you guys are interested in any of those videos, I'll leave it right here. For today, I'll be focusing on the foundation and the primer. These are brand new. They haven't even talked about it on their Instagram. I haven't seen it anywhere. It's only on the Kohl's website, so if you guys are interested in these products, I'll link them down below. If you're not familiar with this brand, it's pretty affordable. You are able to get it directly from her website, which is Conrad Beauty, or you can get it at Kohl's. It's cruelty-free, vegan, ethically sourced, and sustainable. I really appreciate when you guys comment, leave me feedback. It's so helpful and it really means a lot to me. And if you haven't already, make sure to like this video and subscribe to this channel for more fashion and beauty content. If you guys want to see a wear test, continue watching and let's get into it. Wow, my skin looks pretty good today. I don't see any active breakouts, which is so rare for me. Usually I have at least one, but so far so good. It doesn't last very long because my period is probably coming up in the next couple weeks, so I'm going to enjoy it as much as possible. So starting off with the face primer, this one is $29. It does contain dimethicone. I know not everyone likes that ingredient, so if you don't, I would stay away from this. That ingredient really doesn't bother me, but for any of you that care, it does happen. Anytime I use Conrad Beauty, her packaging is so pretty. It's just so simple and I love it so much. So it comes out clear. Oh, and it's very gel-like. Wow, that feels so smooth and very soft. I like to focus primers on the center of my face, specifically my nose. That's where my pores are, especially the really larger ones. So far this feels really nice. It's very it has a slip to it. Hopefully this doesn't pill up. Most primers I don't mind, I'm not too picky on my primers, but when they start to pill up with my other products, specifically my foundation, that's when I start to have a problem. Pilling is so frustrating, and when something does pill, I feel like I have to start all over and do my makeup from the very beginning, and it's really annoying. This is infused with vitamin E, sunflower seed oil, and grapeseed extract. I will say it's not a hydrating primer and it's not a matte primer. It's kind of somewhere in between. I feel like it's more focusing on smooth skin and filling in the large pores. So the liquid foundation, which is why you came to watch this video, I ended up getting 2 shades. Now here's the thing. On the Kohl's website, which is where I ended up getting the foundation, it's very tricky, and even her website as well, Conrad Beauty, it's really hard to figure out what shade you are because they'll just display all the shades, all the swatches, and there's no names or numbers next to the swatches. The only time you see numbers is when you're kind of choosing between each one. But when you see that little swatch online, it's just really hard to tell. I actually ended up getting these at the store. These are $29. I can't remember if I said that earlier. I don't know. I'm having a brain fart, which is interesting because it's the same price as the face primer. But I ended up getting shade 5 and 9. Now you're thinking 5 and 9, they are so far from one another, which is true. They are. But it was so hard to tell. Originally, I got shade 9 online when I was initially looking at the product. But then when I saw shade 5, I was like, ooh, that seems warm enough. If you look at the stickers, this is the only way to dictate which is which. 5 looks great. Ooh, it's warm, it's light enough. But then 9 online, I'll have a swatch up here, it looks right too. So I really couldn't tell. There are 20 shades total. And I think the only thing I wish that they could change, which is an easy change, that they put the numbers next to the swatches when you see all the swatches together, because that would be so helpful for the user. It's just so confusing, and if you don't live near Kohl's or your Kohl's doesn't have this, online alone, it's just so confusing. And since I don't live near one, I'd rather just get a couple and hopefully I have a better shot at finding my right shade. It says achieve a gorgeous glow with this Conrad Beauty liquid foundation. I'm guessing this is definitely not a matte foundation, so it's probably leaning towards normal to dewy, which I don't mind that. When things are too dewy, that's a problem because I have oily skin, but I also don't like really matte foundations either. concealer. I always prefer something in the middle. Like that's my ideal foundation. I'm gonna start off with 5 since that one is the lighter shade. This is the packaging, which I love squeezy tubes just so you can get everything out. I'll just give a little quick shake. This is what shade 5 looks like. It's definitely on the thicker side. It's not too liquidy. This might be the right shade. Oh my gosh, did I do that right? I'm just gonna do one side of the face. I like doing that anytime I do any complexion products, just so you guys can see how much it covers up. It feels nice on the skin. I just like using sponges, specifically this one from Real Techniques. I love buying the 2-pack. They work so well and they're affordable. You can also use your hands. I'm kind of shocked that I picked the right shade for me. Like this looks so good, especially on my winter skin tone. The match is phenomenal. And I was completely guessing. Guys, I'm already enjoying this foundation. Make sure to stay until the end for the full wear test. The coverage is nice. It doesn't feel too heavy. Let's see if it's sticky at all. Not really. It does transfer a little bit on my fingers, which is expected for a liquid foundation. I am going to be adding powder to my face, but it feels so lightweight. Oh my gosh, this might be the lightest weight foundation that I've used. Well, besides that Kosas skin tint oil, that one is so light as well, but this is very comparable. Oh my gosh. This gives you a little more coverage. As you guys can see from the darkness under my eyes, this is the before and this is the after. Now, I would want to add a little bit of concealer, but this is pretty good. I would say this is a light to medium coverage foundation. So shade 9, now that I'm looking at it, and if we're just comparing the boxes, I'm not going to even bother opening this so I don't waste it and then I could just get a refund. But if we're just comparing the stickers, wow, I am so glad I got this in store and I got a shade 5. If you are similar to me, so you're like a light medium with warm undertones, I would definitely get shade 5. Now, I might have to go a shade up for the summertime, but I did ended up getting that. You remember that little, what is it called? It was kind of like in a dropper bottle and it was like a skin tint, but it was so small and I wasn't too sure how to use it. I'm gonna use that and add it to this foundation for my summer shade because that one is a little too dark for me. That would be the perfect addition to add to this foundation. Now that I know that's how you're supposed to use it, because originally when I did that video, I had no idea. I was like, why is this so tiny? You know what I mean? So yeah, shade 5 is my match. Just going to finish doing the other side of my face. Guys, this is beautiful and no one's even talking about it. That's crazy. I've already reviewed the concealers. I ended up picking up another shade. So originally I got 3, which is really great for all of the face, but for under the eyes, I want to go 1 shade below. So that one's 2. I always like to go a little bit lighter under the eyes. This concealer to me is good. I just don't like the applicator. Like, I don't know. The experience is just okay. But it feels nice on the skin. It's hydrating. It's medium coverage. So this one is 2 and this one is 3. As you guys can see, 3 is warmer and 2 looks more neutral. Maybe a bit cooler. Again, this is a concealer that's going to move around, so you do have to set it. I'm going to do the rest of my makeup off camera and I'll be right back. And this is the makeup look for today. I tried to use as many Lauren Conrad Beauty products as possible. I did do other full looks. If you guys want to see my best and worst of Lauren Conrad Beauty, that includes skincare, body care, and makeup, I'll leave the video right here. For today's blush, I did use hers. This one is a peach color. Again, I say it every time I use it, it doesn't look peach. To me, this looks like a pretty true pink, but it's a beautiful matte blush. For lips, I used 2 products. This lip gloss is so good, not sticky. It's in Dawn. This is a great everyday lip gloss. This is kind of like a My Lips But Better. And then for the lipstick, which is basically the same shade, this is in Shell. I've tried 2 colors so far, Poppy and Shell. It's a matte lipstick, but it's very comfortable, but I like pairing these 2 together. For eyes, I used her mascara. Honestly, like I said in my previous Lauren Conrad Beauty reviews, this mascara is just alright. It gives a natural lash look. I ended up adding some lashes to the outer corners, and I used a primer, so it does look slightly different, but if you like a natural mascara, I would definitely check this one out. And then for eyeliner, this to me is honestly her best product besides the lips. This is her black eyeliner, which totally makes sense. This is one of her best products from the reviews that I've seen. She's known for doing a beautiful black cat eye, so this one's really great. And lastly, I added the highlighter. This is just like a champagne color. It's a liquid highlighter. This one's okay. I kind of want to mix it in with the liquid foundation. If you want something a little more glowy, you could totally do that. The foundation gives a kind of like a satin, going towards a little dewy, but really not too dewy, which is why I really like it. Right now it's around 10 in the morning, so I'll see you guys later today for a wear test. And we're back. It's around 5 o'clock, so I've been wearing this for around 7 hours. Usually I like to go around 9, but since I started a little bit later today, but that's okay. So let's see how this foundation looks. Wow, it looks pretty good. Now it does look oily, like in my T-zone specifically, but that's pretty typical no matter what foundation I use. But this is something that I would need to touch up. I could really tell like around my nose, around my chin. Those are areas where I would really need to add some more powder. But besides that, it looks really pretty. It still feels comfortable, not cakey at all. Even the initial application, it just felt so lightweight. So I gotta say, I really like this foundation. I even like the primer. I'll have to continue using both just to see how they are, maybe even independently. But so far, so good. Just a reminder, shade 5 was the perfect match for me, especially my winter shade. And then for the summer, I'm probably just gonna add that little skin tint just to add a couple of drops just to darken it up a little bit. But if you guys wanna see more Lauren Conrad beauty reviews, make sure to check out this video right here. Before you leave, make sure to like this video and subscribe to this channel for more fashion and beauty content. See you in another video. Bye!